What's happening, everybody? Where the early cousins at? The early cousins ain't here in here today. Let me get me a sip of high quality H2O, and let me say, I wish YouTube would show me who liked and disliked videos. For all the people that be coming on here disliking my videos, I wish they showed me so I could ban you and block you. If you don't like my videos, don't pull up on my page. What's the point of hitting the dislike button? All I'm doing is sharing price action reviews. I'm just sharing knowledge. What's the point? What's the point? What's up, Tiffany? What's going on? Who all in the building, man? Y'all let me know who in the building um while I pull up the charts. Who all in the building? How did y'all day go, man? Was y'all surprised by the price action? Did the price action do what you thought it was gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Did it catch you off guard? Did it do what you thought it was gonna do? If it did what you thought, what's up, Red? What's up, Delwin? If it did what you thought it was gonna do, put a one in the chat. If the price action did exactly what you thought it was gonna do, put a one in the chat. If the price action caught you off guard and it did something totally unexpected, put a two in the chat while I pull up my Ninja Trader. Let me get my Ninja Trader together. Share screen. Share screen. Dale would say, what is the screen doing, man? What is it doing? Do I got a key stuck? I ain't got no key stuck. Stop sharing. It's flickering and acting crazy. Share screen. Okay. All right. It's working now. Dale would say he called both sides. What? You put a three. You put a three and say read between the lines. That's what you put. What happened? What's going on? What's going on? What happened, Tiffany? You what happened? Let me get that caught me off guard. Let me get Ninja Trader together. If y'all on, I see a one on IG. If y'all on IG, go to the YouTube channel right there. I see the pinned comment. Go to the YouTube channel. www.youtube.com/DoTLR. Let's talk about this, Tiffany. Before I start looking at Ninja Trader, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. What made you put up the three and say read between the lines? What happened? Explain to me what happened. What made you put up the three and say read between the lines? What going on? Tiffany, I need you to pull up. I want to hear it out your mouth. Pull up. Click on that link right there. Click on that link right there. Pull up and tell me why you said the middle finger. Let's get it. You on your phone. Man, let me get to my computer. I'm on my phone. Man, hey, we waiting on Tiffany to put. Tiffany, I need you to pull up. Let's get it to the price action, man. Let's get it to the price action. Share screen. Add to stream. Yes. All right, man. Let's get it to the price action. Who was on the live today, man? Was anybody in the chat right now on the live today? If you was on the live today, put a one in the chat. When I went live this morning and was breaking down, you know what I'm saying, the price action, what I saw and what, you know what I'm saying, what I saw, what I was projecting and what I wanted to see for the day. If you was in the live this morning, I think I went live just after open. It was like right after open. Me and the family had went running the day. The boys out of school. Calandra was semi off from work. She had been going in like on the early shift, so she was semi off from work. So if you was on the live this morning, you pretty much heard me say, you know what I'm saying, what I was wanting. And when I tell you it hit like clockwork, everything that we talked about this morning, it hit like clockwork. Let's get into the price action real quick, and I kind of reiterate what we said this morning and add a little something to it, because this morning I was looking at the 5 minute, but it seems like the 3 minute was king. After I got off live, I started looking at it in detail on lower time frames, and 3 minute time frame was king today. But here we go. Yesterday, 1600. This is the 1600 candle. It is big, ginormous green candle right here, right? Big, ginormous green candle. Left a little fair value gap right there on the hourly time frame yesterday. And then, so that's the 1700 candle. So right here, Asian Open right here. We went up a little bit, went down a little bit, just kind of dilly dally, and never came back down to this fair value gap. We dilly dallied a little bit. We popped up a little bit right here, made a high at 12 o'clock, going into 12 midnight. We made just before midnight. We made a high right here, right? Dilly dally, dilly dally, dilly dally. Never broke back down. We ain't get no breaking structure. We ain't get to the upside or the downside. Going into London, you know what I'm saying, made relative equal highs. And then we started breaking down during London, you know what I'm saying, getting back into this fair value gap right here. Getting into the fair value gap. You see, we didn't feel it. We came close to filling that fair value gap over here. Let me get these wicks. Let me get these wicks so that if they want to start disappearing, let me fix these wicks real quick. If they want to act like they want to start, yeah, there you go. Now y'all can see them wicks good, right? So we came down, and then this morning when I woke up, it was like 5 something. It was either 4 or 5 something. I came in and I did an Instagram story, and we was somewhere around on this candle right here, I believe. Might have been this candle. I'm not sure. It might have been this candle right here. This 6 o'clock candle, because it was after 5. So it had to be this 6 o'clock candle right here. We had come down, and I did the story. I did a story saying that I saw like a 5 minute fair value gap down here. I was saying how this candle over this down close red candle right here could be a potential order block, a potential hourly order block. You know what I'm saying? And this whole candle here could be a potentially out order block. And I was saying how the price stopped right here in the middle. So I went in and I looked to see what was stopping it there. It wasn't really nothing. It was maybe like a potential small like order block on like the 2 minute or whatever. I had marked it out, just to mark it out to see if it was gonna stay there. But once I woke up, I saw that it didn't. It did wick up off of it, So it was like a little spot where it came down, and bounced up off of it. So it was a semi-target. So I give it that. And then when I woke up, we hadn't got like all the way down here. Once we came back from running, we was all the way down into this 5 minute fair value gap down here. We was into but we didn't completely close it. We got back down into this fair value gap right here. We didn't completely close it. It was nah, ain't nothing over there that I want to see. I was just checking over there to see if it was anything that I wanted to see from Monday and Tuesday. Wasn't nothing over there I want to see. But we didn't completely close it, and then we started going up. So now let me drop down to the 15-minute time frame and get into the price action from after the open. So right here on this little down close candle right here that I'm circling, that was the New York Open candle. So on that candle there at the New York Open, right? We was down here 8:30. We ain't do much. Yeah, we ain't do nothing. We just wicked down into that again and broke those lows that we made. It's like we was in the fair value gap into, what I'm saying, we got all, remember this, all of this right here from this candle on down probably was the order block, was like the hourly order block. It's like all of these candles right here was like the hourly order block, somewhere around there, right? So we get down into the 5 minute zone. I hate when that happens. We get into the 5 minute zone, right? And then we take off. Come on, Ninja Trader. And then we take off to the upside, right? And so this is when I went live. I had the New York Open marked. We opened up at 39.25, 25, right? These were not on here yet. I'm gonna hide these. These are the 3 minute. These are the 3 minute boxes. Hide these real quick. I put the 3 minute boxes on that app later. I put those on there later. Like I say, 3 minute was like the king today. So when we opened up, we was pushing up, and I I was talking about how, let me close this. I'll open it back up later. We were pushing up. I marked everything out on the I was marking it out on the 5 minute, and I said how we had relative equal highs over here. I marked it at the 3 o'clock high. I didn't mark it at the high at midnight, the midnight high. I marked it at the 3 o'clock high, right? Well, the high of the midnight candle. I marked that 3 o'clock high, saying these was the relative equal highs where I thought we was going to the buy side liquidity. You know what I'm saying? And I put this line in here later. That right there was the closure of the fair value gap that we had. Not the fair value gap, the gap up. When we gap down. When we gap down on Sunday, this was the top of the gap down. We had a complete gap down right there. And it was 39.76.25 was the top of that gap. I put that in there later. I didn't have that in there on the live. So as we were pushing up, I said we had a breaking structure right here. You know, once we got the breaking structure, here we go at the 9:45 candle. We had got the breaking structure. We was, matter of fact, we was on this 10 o'clock candle while I was on live, because I remember I had this 5 o'clock. I had this 5 minute fair value gap marked out from on the 5 minute and was pushing down. And I said on the live, I said this 5 minute, I need this 5 minute fair value gap to hold. I don't want to see us break down past this fair value gap. So I believe this bullishness going up to get this buy side liquidity above these equal highs. And I said that 5 minute fair value gap was probably a good trade. Lo and behold, it turned out to be a good trade. So we came in at the time. The equilibrium was a little bit lower from this high to this low. So it was a little bit lower down here somewhere, right? Because I was saying how we had to be careful because we had traded back into a fair value gap that was in a discount for going lower, right? And on the leg coming up, we were, you know what I'm saying, this fair value gap right here was a discount. Like the at the time, I think the equilibrium might have been like right in the middle. This wick here fell just short of it was pretty much right at equilibrium when it started going up, right? So all of that said and done, you know what I'm saying, the move went up. I didn't put on any new positions. I already had on my position that I bought yesterday. So I didn't put on a new position right here, but I did say that this probably was a good trade. So I wasn't trying to put on a new position because I had bought one yesterday. Them 395 calls I was telling y'all about. And when we get over here, I'm going to tell you the sad story about that. But it took off and it hit this gap. I said I want to see us take this buy side liquidity. We did. I said I want us to fill this gap up. If I shrink it up over here, as you can see right there, that's the gap down from Sunday. From Sunday, after the 1500 candle, and when the Asian opened up, that was the gap down line. And so boom, we filled that gap on the 1045 candle, right? So from 9:30 to 10:45, we did everything, all of the work that I was saying for my initial desire. And I was like, after we take this fair value, after we take this gap up, I want to see us come up and run the highs from the 23rd, right? Once we took this and started selling back down, we sold back down into a discount, because from this high to that low, now this is then, because before I had it marked as the overnight 50%, right? And then once we made a new high in the New York session, what I do, I change my equilibrium. If we make a new high or a new low, or a new high and new low in New York, I change my equilibrium for the afternoon session. So this was the new equilibrium right here at 39.45.50, right? Once we made that new equilibrium, now let me go back in and show you why I was saying that the 3 minute was king. This is why I was saying the 3 minute was king. These gold color boxes, right, are 3 minutes. Because if you notice, look right here, this the 5 minute fair value gap that I have marked out, right? This the 5 minute fair value gap I have marked out, right? Now I'm gonna hide that 5 minute fair value gap, right? Because when it was going into that fair value gap, it was stopping short of filling it, and I was like, okay, it's barely dipping in. You know what I'm saying? I did drop down to look, but I didn't mark anything. But if you look at these 3 minute fair value gaps, we got one here and one there. When we traded down on that 10 o'clock candle, we came almost down to filling that fair value gap. You see what I'm saying? If I would have been looking at this on the 3 minute instead of the 5 minute, I would have been wholeheartedly, you know what I'm saying, convinced of this fair value gap fill the way we wicked back up out of there, right? When we came back down, it gave another chance to get long and go up to there. You know what I'm saying? The top of that gap, the liquidity was the first target. The filling the gap was the stretch target for this fair value gap, the one that I was talking about that morning. But if you look, it filled the 3 minute almost perfectly. Once we ran that liquidity and got that gap, we came back down and filled it perfectly. That 3 minute gap, we came back down and filled it perfectly during lunchtime, right? We dilly-dallied around, and then at the around equilibrium, just like the market like to do a lot of days, once it make the run, and then during lunchtime it like sometimes it like to dilly-dally around equilibrium, right? So it dilly-dally around equilibrium, right? And what did somebody, before I go any further, what did what's up 100? What did I say about anytime? Well, I ain't gonna say anytime. What did I say the market like to do a lot of times when it's like FOMC minutes or FOMC meetings or anything like that? What did I say the market like to do when it gets released? What did I say the market likes to do? Somebody put it in the chat for me. Somebody put it in the chat for me, right? I'm gonna hide the chart real quick so y'all can't try to cheat. Somebody put it in the chat for me. I know it's a little delay. 15, 14, 13, 12, 10. Run up, close, run up, it's close. But what about running up? Flush you out is close. But what was the words that so Kareem said? Run up, that's close. Flush you out, that's close. It's all in the same thing. Go down, then up. That's it. It likes to not consolidation, manipulation. Yeah, it's all in the same thing, right? Go down, then up. What I said is, I said a lot of times when the minutes come out, the market, the algos will blast off in the direction that it want to go, and then blast off in the opposite direction, running stops. And most of the times when the minutes come out, that it blast off in the direction that it want to go, and then it blast off in the other direction, running stops. What's up? Everybody that's still pulling up on IG, pull up on YouTube. YouTube.com/thenewTLR so you can see the screen and all that. Pull up on YouTube. Liquidity run reversal. It ain't really the liquidity run reversal. It's just they just run it like a lot of times, as you see, and it did it today. When 2 o'clock hit, we shot up all the way up, just short of the buy side liquidity, and then shot all the way back down and filled in this second 3 minute fair value gap. You know what I'm saying? Stopping just short of the open. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was saying 3 minute was the king today. 3 minutes was the king today because we got in this fair value gap in the morning and ran liquidity. Once we ran liquidity, we came back down to a discount below equilibrium and filled in this fair value gap, right? Dilly-dallied around. When the minutes come out, we shot up in the direction that the market want to go, shot down in the opposite direction, ran this fair value gap, sucking up that liquidity, and then took off to the upside and ran the highs that we was talking about in the morning. So objective one, run the liquidity on the buy side at 39.6850. We hit it. Objective two, fill the gap up from Sunday, 39.7625. We hit it. You know what I'm saying? Came back down, sucked up some liquidity, and in the afternoon, objective three, ran the highs from Monday. We ran Monday's highs. Objective three, hit it. Boom. Just like clockwork. Everything that we talked about this morning, it hit just like clockwork. Now, let me give y'all the sad news of what happened to Lil Timmy Rogers today. First of all, I didn't put on no trade in the morning because I said I'm not going to be greedy. I already got my 395 calls on. They on there. I'm going to make my money because we going to run up here and bust these highs up there above where we closed at on Monday, and it's going to run like anywhere from 398 on the spot up to 400. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be $3 to $5 in the money on these calls. I'm Gucci, baby. Right? So my son, they got Planet Fitness got this summer thing where high school students can come to Planet Fitness for free throughout the summer. So we take him, right? We take him. He hit me up. Why he there? I was like, what time I got to be back to pick you up? 2 o'clock. I'm like, 2 o'clock. That's FOMC minutes coming out. I'm like, okay. Then he texts me. Can I go to, they go on to Panera Bread afterwards. I was like, okay. He like, can I get a ride? I'm like, I got to take you. You know what I'm saying? So here I go. I'm trying to be Mr. Responsible. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I ain't going to just leave the trade open-ended because I don't know which way it's going to go with the FMOC. I don't know, FOMC, however you say it. I don't know which way it's going to go. So I'm like, look, I'm going to go ahead and put in my stop loss at break even. I'm going to put in my stop loss right at break even, so that if it wick down, I won't get stopped out at a loss, right? I won't get stopped out at a loss, right? So it wicked up. I'm watching it on my cell phone while I'm driving. I done picked him up. It's raining cats and dogs in Columbus, Georgia. You feel me? It wick up. I'm like, okay, I'm good. That thing started dying like it fell off a cliff. When it got right around here, I said, if it keep going, I know I'm gonna get stopped at. I said, I got a little room, but if it get down below this consolidation, I might be in trouble, right? When I tell you that thing stopped me out at 2 cents, it went down. No. It went down 4 cents lower than my break even. And I set it to get me out at 5 cents above my break even. And since it was a market order, the spread got me out. The spread got me out 3 cents above my break even. But it dropped down 4 cents below my break even. If I would have just left it down at my normal stop, it wouldn't have stopped me out. I would have, you know what I'm saying? I would have came up here and hit my target. You know what I'm saying? Which was the highs. I would have hit my target, but I didn't know which way it was going. I'm just playing it. I'm playing it safe. I ain't gonna let this winning trade come back and turn into a losing trade and be mad. You know what I'm saying? So boom. I'm driving. I can't watch it. So that's what happened to my trade. Even though the market did exactly what we predicted this morning on the live, this afternoon, this wick right here stopped me out at break even, and then the market went on ahead to do what we predicted it would do. Just read in the price section this morning. Hey, live to trade another day. Now, what up, Zay? What up, Zay? Red, you better stop that, Red. You gonna get me banned from TV. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Didn't lose money. I wasn't mad. I just was like, hey, that nasty wick, it got me. I was like, hey, it got me. Okay, let's look at the price action instead of just saying what we want to see. Let's look at Spilene real quick. Let's check out Spilene and see how she look. See how the closing candle look. Okay, I like that. I like the way Spilene look. Let me tell you why I like the way Spilene look. Just off looking at this right here. Just off peeking it real quick. I like the way Spilene look because we came down and filled in a little bit of gap work, and then we took off and we broke these highs right here, getting back up deeper into this fair value gap, right? The last time we touched this fair value gap, we went way down and took care of some deep gap work and broke the lows of this day, right? Follow me. We went in. I'm doing this on the fly while I'm looking at this, so don't ask me to repeat it. Don't nobody in the chat ask me to repeat this, right? Zay said 4,000 or die, right? Don't ask me to repeat it because I'm doing this on the fly. I'm just reading the candles in real time. Okay, so on the 23rd, we came up, we broke this high of the 20th, got into this fair value gap. If you don't know what fair value gap I'm talking about this fair value gap right here. Right? Right here. We got into this fair value gap. Come on, Tim. What am I doing? Right? So we went into the fair value gap right here. We broke this high inside this fair value gap, right? And then we came down. Then we came over here. We came down here and we broke this low of the 18th, right? So then once we touched the fair value gap again, we broke this low of the 23rd. We even came down and broke the low of the 19th. So every time we was getting into this fair value gap, right? We made the fair value gap. On the 20th, we got into the fair value gap. We broke this low, broke that low, right? Went and got a bunch of liquidity. The next time we went up, we broke this high right here, right there. And then the next day, when we touched that fair value gap again, we came down, we broke the low and broke that low again, right? Then wick back up. Now, this time, when we opened up, we went up into this fair value gap, right? And we broke this high, but we started out by coming lower first. Right? We started out by coming lower first. All these other days when we went up here and broke these lows, we came down and we broke lows. This time we came down first without breaking any lows nowhere. Did a little gap work, went up here and broke a high and closed up real close to that high. We closed up high, you know what I'm saying, real close to that high. That's why I like the way that look. Now, looking at the price action on the ES, right? These are 15-minute candles, right? In the close. Where's the close? This is the close candle right here with this white line. Y'all can't see the white line. Let me make the white line fatter. I'll make the white line fatter. Okay, this is the close candle right here, right? So we close right there at 1600. Then this right here is the 1615 candle. When that candle opened up, we started pushing down, right? Oh, and notice right here on the 1600 candle, that's another spot when I said the 3 minute was king. After we hit them highs, after we ran them highs, look where we came down. I forgot to mention that. coming into um like this the beginning of power hour. The last part of power hour, we sold all the way off right back down below where we ran the highs at. I mean, where we ran the liquidity at, right into we revisited this 3-minute fair value gap right here. Boom. Soon as we got into that fair value gap, we wicked back up all the way back up here close to the highs. This the highs right here, that tan color, and we closed the day there. Now, look at how we started trading after the close. We sold down real hard into this hourly fair value gap. See, we made an hourly fair value gap right there on this during this 3 o'clock candle. This 3 o'clock from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock, we made an hourly fair value gap right there. After the close, we sold down real heavy into the hourly fair value gap right there, right? And then we started pushing back up. So we came down immediately and started working on this gap work. You see what I'm saying? We came down immediately and started working on this gap work. Now, let's check something real quick. I'm doing all this right here to see where we trying to go instead of just saying what we want. We doing this right here to see where we trying to go. Okay, so this the daily. So this is yesterday and this is today. All right, let's go to the hourly chart and we're gonna look at the range, right? So this is the 25th. So from the 25th, right there. So for the full range of the day, let's run some fibs on the full range of the day and see what equilibrium is. So running fibs on the full range of the day. Look at that. The bottom of that fair value gap puts us right at equilibrium. Man, we seeing this in real time together. I had already said I like the way it's trading, but the bottom of that fair value gap is just below equilibrium. Are they gonna count this wick down into, man, didn't I make the wicks fat? I thought I made the wicks fat. Why the wicks ain't fat no more? Why the wicks went back like that on me? Boom. Okay, now y'all can see the wicks. That wick right there, see that wick right there is real close to equilibrium for the day. You see what I'm saying? So are they gonna count this close enough for government work, or are we gonna push back down? Are we gonna come up here, tap this high again, push back down during the London and complete the fair value gap, get below equilibrium, then take off? I'm thinking they gonna count that close enough for government work because, you know what I'm saying, the bullish momentum been real. We got almost to 4,000. We peaked out at 39.97.75. Shout out Zay. Shout out to cousin Zay. Zay said 4,000 to die, 400 to die. We right there. That's it. 39.97.75 for the high. That's 4,000 in my book. So shout out Zay. Zay called it. So we went up there and got some liquidity. This bullish momentum feeling good. This bullish momentum feeling good, man. We got GDP in the morning. What time GDP? 8:30. Somebody, what time GDP? 8:30. 100. What time GDP? Zay. What time? Zay still in here? What time GDP in the morning? 8:30. Is it? Why I'm asking? I can just look it up. You tripping, Tim? 8:30. GDP 8:30. Let's look at what the consensus is together. Who ain't never looked up? Yeah, 8:30. Appreciate that, Zay. Who ain't never looked at the calendar? I like Econo Day. You can go to Forex Factory, but I like Econo Day. On Econo Day, if you ain't never been to Econo, for anybody watching the replay, I know the Spider Gang up on this. Anybody watching the replay that's not up on this right here, you can go to econoday.com or you can go to forexfactory.com, right, and look at the economic calendar. On Forex Factory, anything with a red folder. I only look at the US. I don't look at the other stuff because I don't trade Forex, but I just look at the US, the USD. anything with a red folder, that's a market moving event that has the potential to create high volatility whenever that news drop or whenever that event drop. Right? Same thing on Econo Day. If it's got a red dot, it's a market moving event. It has the ability to create extreme volatility whenever that information or news drop. So tomorrow we got GDP at 8:30 and jobless claims at 8:30, right? Jobless claims, that don't usually move the market, but GDP will make the market go stupid. It'll make the market go stupid. Let me blow this up a little bit. So tomorrow, we the consensus for quarter over quarter is negative 1.3. It's just like 0.3 better. They looking for a 0.3 better because last time it was 1.4. And then personal consumption, it's 3%. They expecting 3%. This is the range. This is the range, but this is the consensus, right? Depending on how bad or good it is. So let's just say this come out tomorrow at 1.6. The market probably gonna crumble. You know what I'm saying? If this come out at 1.3 or 1.2, the market might pop. It might pop or it might just step up. You know what I'm saying? If it come out better than expected, it may pop or step up. But if GDP come out worse than expected, if this come out 1.6, the consensus range is 1.5 to 1.2. Even if it come out 1.5, that thing might crumble. But if it come out 1.6, look out below. So if you ain't never looked this up, you can see the consensus, you can see the definition, and it usually be something like why traders care. That may be on Forex Factory where it say why traders care. Click on the little folder. Yeah, why traders care right there. The why traders care is on Forex Factory. And blow it up so you can see it. So you click on the little, like that's the X. Now you click on the little folder next to what you want to see on the USD, and it give you the same information, and it show why traders care, right? I like Econo Day. That's just my preference. It ain't, one ain't better than the other one. Both of them tell you the same thing. I just like going to Econo Day because I don't feel like looking through the other countries looking for USD. I just want to see what I want to see. All right, so yeah, that if looking at that, the way we trading, we got down into this fair value gap. Hopefully, the bottom of this fair value gap is equilibrium on the day. I like the fact that we sold off real quick, coming down, getting this gap work. That's showing me a real bullish sentiment of the market. The market rushing down, getting that gap work so it can go ahead and go back up. You see what I'm saying? That's how I'm looking at it. We did the same thing today. You know what I'm saying? We got that gap work. We came down here. We got that gap work. Right? Where we at? That's 9.6. Right here. We came down, got the gap work, went up, came down, got the gap work, went up. You see what I'm saying? I'm on the wrong date, man. But that's what we did the other day. Y'all can see we came down, you know what I'm saying? Got the gap work. I'm still on the wrong day. Every day is doing the same thing. All these bullish days is coming down, getting these hourly candles. That's why I messed up. See? But we come down, get it, come down, get it. You see what I'm saying? Coming over here. It's same thing today. That's last night. In the morning, boom, 4 in the morning, came down, got the gap work, went up. Came down, got the gap work, went up. You see what I'm saying? We starting off right now, boom, come down, get this gap work. Let's go back up. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say it's giving me bullish. The bullish sentiment is strong. You see what I'm saying? The only thing, news trumps charts. So if the GDP come out bad, this bullish sentiment, it out the window. Oh, you can? I didn't know that. Somebody say you can filter Forex Factory for US only. Tim, can you drop the link? What did I say? Tim, can you drop the link at Tim? Which link? how to get how you get that calendar. You talking about the Zay? You talk about the Econo Day? You talk about the Econo Day, Zay? Okay, yeah. Yeah. I'll put it in the chat real quick. Econo Day. EconoDay.com. Boom. I put the link in the chat. EconoDay.com. That's the one I like to use that. But Here to Learn and Share just said you can filter Forex Factory. But I'm gonna have to go in here and mess with this. I'm gonna have to go in here and figure out how to filter it. Cause I go to both of them, but I just prefer Econo Day. As you can see on my new tab, I got Econo Day right here. I got Econo Day on my shortcuts. But if I start typing 4, you see it automatically fill in because I go to Forex Factory all the time. So it automatically starts filling in. But I keep Econo Day on my calendar because I like that. But I done got totally sidetracked, y'all. I'm so sorry. I was talking about where I thought it was gonna go. It's bullish. Oh yeah, we got the bullish momentum. All right, let's do that real quick before I get out of here. I'm gonna let y'all go. We done been on here 41 minutes. All right, so we got the bullish momentum, right? As long as GDP is good, as long as GDP is good, I think we may come up here and fill in this fair value gap right there. God, these wicks keep. Do I need to make these wicks bigger? Okay, so there's the high of today. Y'all see how close we are to the top of this fair value gap right here? We really close to the top of that. I think we can go ahead and knock that fair value gap out with no issue. You see what I'm saying? So if we knock that fair value gap out with no issue between tomorrow and if the GDP number's good, and we keep this bullish momentum, you know what I'm saying? I think the end of week target, that fair value gap right here, these lows right here, that right back to the 4029 we've been talking about before. And then when we talking about the 4029 before, when I was talking about getting the 429, 430 on the SPY, you see right here, I just looked at, I was like, to these lows right here. You know what I'm saying? Right. And the reason why I picked these lows right here is because this was the initial breaking structure on this downfall, on this cascade down. These lows right here at this 4029 was the initial breaking structure. I didn't even know what that price was. I just looked at the price action and I said, okay, where are we at? Close to this fair value gap. We coming into a fair value gap, and then boom, I noticed, boom, that's where we broke structure right there. We come down here in the spot where we break structure. That's all. That's if we hadn't gone so far down here, this would have been an ideal short. But since we done came so far down here, in Tim Rogers' mind, this is not a shorting opportunity no more, because let's run the fibs on this right here. And I'm gonna show you why. I'm just running the fibs now, just based off look. I'm eyeballing it, and it don't look like a good shorting opportunity to me, right? Boom. So from the high to the low of this fall down, this breaking structure right here, you see what I'm saying? It puts us, if we fill that fair value gap, and move this over so I can see. If we fill that fair value gap up there, the one I'm talking about that reaches back up into this breaking structure, if we fill that fair value gap, that puts us above 79% on the field. You know what I'm saying? And 9 times out of 10, once we get above 79% on the field, we have had a shift in sentiment. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is in the discount. Let's go back down. This fair value gap right here, you see where we at right here? This is still in the discount area, you know what I'm saying, with the potential of going back down. This is in the discount area with the potential of going back down, but we in that area and we still showing bullishness. If we get all the way back up here to this breaking structure and fill this fair value gap, I'm bullish now. I'm bullish now. This is the last hourly fair value. No, it's one right there. I'm sorry, it's one right there. But this right here is almost the last fair value gap up in the discount area. If we get up here with any kind of force, you know what I'm saying? I don't see us trying to break back down off of this leg. I'm thinking this leg is trying to get up here to run these highs. Even if we don't do it this week, this price run, I'm going to be seeing this price run from here going up as I'm heading up here to run these highs and get back up into this gap right here. We got a big gap. What day is that? I can't see the date on now. That says May the 8th. On May the 8th, we gap down on, yeah. Let me see. Let me stretch that out. Let me see what date that is. Right there. Yeah, we had a gap down right here. Right there, had a gap down. Oh, that, you know what I'm saying, that overnight. Right there. That ain't even overnight. That's during the session. Oh yeah, that's overnight. 17, 19. Yeah. So we gap down after the close. We gap down right there on May the 8th. From May the 6th to May the 8th. Right. So that was a Friday to a Sunday. Right. So boom. That's what I see. That's what I'm seeing. That's what, you know what I'm saying, looking at the price action. If GDP good, if GDP don't tank us, I'm thinking this bullish momentum gonna keep going. And my end of week target is at least this breaking structure right here, given a lackluster day between tomorrow and Friday. But if tomorrow and Friday be phenomenal days, I see us going all the way up here and busting these highs if we have a phenomenal day tomorrow and Friday. But on the conservative side, my end of week target is at least at this breaking structure at 40.29. That's the same spot we've been talking about the whole time. I didn't even realize that was that spot, but that's just what the price action saying to me, and I keep seeing it over and over. So I guess that's what the price action keeps saying. What you say, upside surprise? What you say, upside surprise? 420 break. Man, y'all know y'all, what you say, it's gonna cascade down. It's gonna cascade down. Say, if you look, what is that? If you look at SPX, there's a gap between 40.40 and 40.75. That's where I'm going short. You say 40.40 and 40.75 up there. That's what they about 10 points off now. What's the SPX in the ES? They about 10 points off. You said it's a gap between 40.40 and I see what kind of gap? I see a big daily gap. I see huge daily gaps. On what time frame? What time frame? Cause I see on the daily for the SPX, I see above these highs right here. Above these highs, it's like oh, I'm way too high, man. I'm tripping. I'm looking at 44. Okay, I'm looking at 44. Okay, right here. 40.37. It's a gap. Oh, that's the same gap we talk about. So 40.75. It must be lower than daily. Something up in here. It got to be lower than daily on the hourly. Okay. Let's look at the hourly. Okay, so 40.40. Oh, right here. This gap right there. Okay, you say you're going short right there? Gerald said he going short right there. Gerald said he going short right there. Let me look back at it on the daily. Boom. Hey, I ain't mad at you for that. I ain't mad at you for that. You know what I'm saying? But I look at it like this right here. If we get this close to them highs, if we get this close to this gap right here, I wouldn't go short personally until we ran them highs. If we came all the way up here and filled this gap Look how close we are to them daily highs. You know what I'm saying? For Tim, that's too close. You know what I'm saying? To equal daily highs. We got a daily high there, we got relative equal daily highs here. Plus, it's a swing. And so if we come up here and break this, that'll be a break in structure. So whatever short I was taking here, it wouldn't be trying to play it way back down. It'll be trying to play it back down to here somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be trying to play it far, because if we get up here and break these highs, that's a break in structure to the upside. And then any retracement back, I'll be looking for a fair value gap over here in this price leg, in the discount of this price leg, from this low to whatever the high is. I'll be looking for a fair value gap or a breaker or order block or something on a price leg from here in the discount. Let's just say if we came from here and just say we went to what's that? Let's just say we went to 4100, right? 4100, boom. I would be looking for it to come back to this down close candle right there. Man, look how this stuff be playing out. I'll be looking for it to come back to this down close candle right here and seeing that as like a potential order block. What, Tim? Why you picking that one? Glad you asked that question, little Tim Rogers. Because if we went up to 4100 as a high, then this down the high of this down close candle would be right at equilibrium, and then I would be trying to get in to go back long at a discount, somewhere at a discount around here. So revisiting this down close candle, I'll be looking for an entry down there to go back up. So I would be looking to hold. If we broke this and made a high at 4100, if I was going short, I would play something short, probably, down to the close of today. Yeah, I wouldn't play it too close to equilibrium. I'll be playing it down to like the close of today on the SPX, because a lot of times it get back to that equilibrium and don't break it. It just get to it and take off on you. But that's just Tim Rogers. That's just how my mind thinking. I know I went off on a tangent. Hey, look here, man. We've been on here 52 minutes. If anybody got anything, let me know. I put the link in the chat one more time. If anybody want to pull up, anybody want to say something, anybody want to share something, anybody want to ask something, the link is in the chat one more time. While we waiting to see if anybody pull up, link in the chat. I got the www.thenewtlr.com. Get you some Spider Gang merch. Like I always tell y'all, man, I get on here and I just share my thoughts. I share my experience. I share the things that I learned. 90% of the stuff I trade, 98% of the stuff I trade, I learned it all for free on YouTube from ICT. You know what I'm saying? Shout out ICT. I've learned how to trade futures and trade options and trade other stuff from other people that's phenomenal traders, but the techniques I deploy or employ or whatever the word I'm looking for is right now, it's all ICT. Zay disconnected. Zay, oh no, he didn't disconnect. There you go. What it is, man?
What's up, bro? I had to get off your YouTube because I was hearing doubles, so I had to click out the channel real quick. Okay. I ain't people just jump on, but I wanted to jump on because, man, listen, first, I love your breakdown on the price action, man. I always watch your price action breakdowns because I'm not really a futures guy. I usually stick to my I actually learned how to trade doing Forex. So that's why when you were talking about Forex Factory and like I use the US 500. But I wanted to jump on with you real quick because a lot of things you see, you either be confirming, or I'm like, I bet like we see the same entry. So like you said, that I see that gap. So I wanted to jump on real quick because I seen that gap at that 40-40-40-75. But I'm like, if we get up there, how depending on the strength. So this is what I was saying in my story this morning when I be playing around because I'm like I like price action, right? Today I wanted us to get to 4,000. I really, really wanted us to get to 4,000. We got there, or like you said, 399. Like what you say, close enough for government work.
Close enough for government work.
So we got there and we rejected. So tomorrow we gotta have follow through. And you hit the nail on the head. I think I mentioned this morning. GDP gonna make or break us. If it come in line or to come in a little bit better, the market gonna probably rock it. If it come in bad,
Yeah.
it's a wrap.
Yeah. See
I mean,
that's
you can
that's
tell
what
by the
for
price
everybody who
tag.
can't see, everybody want to see it on the chart. That's what Zay was talking about right here. I'm blowing it up, trying to get it
Yeah,
big. Zay was calling 4,000. You can't even see my line. Let me put a line there so you can actually see it. That's what we closed at right there. 390. I mean, that's the high.
that's
399.33 on the SPX. You know what I'm
You know, I'm
saying?
gonna tell you, bro, where I would have loved for us to close would have been what's that candle? Keep going to your left, left a little bit. One more, two more. That one. If we could
This
have
one
closed, yes, I wanted us to close at least above where we opened on that candle, based
up
on
here.
no. Just where it opened. Now you don't even gotta go that high.
Oh
Go to
wait, open.
yeah, right there.
Oh, okay.
If we could close there, what's that? 39.90.
Yeah.
Look, I believe if we get to 39.90, that's what clears us to go to 41.15.
Okay, but Pete, this though. See, the 39.90, we got it, but we just came back down to get that gap work. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like we can't. It's like we came to do it immediately. We ain't even like looking at the ES. I like to see it.
Okay.
I can see it on Ninja Trader faster.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
feel me? But see, this the same wick. Let me put it over here. Let me see if I could. Nah, I
Yep, that's
can't.
the wick. Yep.
Okay, so looking at
It might not let you, but I see what you're saying.
yeah. I'm just trying to get it so I can see both of them. All right, so boom, here we go. Like this wick, this tall wick right here,
It's
this
that.
that wick right there, right?
Mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm,
I got it on 60 minutes so we can see the action, so we can see the
mm-hmm.
price action, right? And so once we wicked up, right? We got up. Once we got up, we ran these highs, got up
Mm-hmm.
into like the fair value gap. I can't. It's too squished up now. But
It's all good.
we got back up into that daily fair value gap again, and
Yep.
then we immediately came down and started fixing this gap work right here. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but if we would have closed up there like where you wanted us to close,
Mm-hmm.
then we would have had to come down and fix the gap work anyway. So we just started doing it early. You see what I'm saying?
No, I do, but listen, at this point, we've been fooling around down here too long, and I don't like
Oh
it.
yeah. Oh yeah.
We
It's
got
like
the
cause I feel you. I
look,
feel you like looking at if we look at the line chart,
we got the
if we look,
black.
you want this right here to be up there.
Exactly.
But
Exactly. I
it,
would feel a lot more comfortable if we closed it. However, what I
but
will say is we closed above the other one.
exactly.
So
That's what I was gonna say. See, we made
right, that's okay. But it ain't it just gives me it's that little and then
yeah, just that little extra.
here's
That
the
little
extra part, right? So here's what makes me kind of queasy. We had Nvidia earnings, we got GDP like you talked about, and then Friday we got PCE. So I really want to see a little bit more that bullish
Yeah.
like hold it so I can feel a little bit more confident going into these numbers. But they teasing us. It's like, all right, we
Yeah.
hit the number and it come down. It's like, all right, so see now it's like they holding us because it to your point, if them numbers don't come in right, that where we are, it's an easy sell off from there because then
Mm-hmm.
that wick was them getting out, selling that top. They go into the puts. They say, "Oh, y'all thought y'all was gonna get 400. We gonna tease you with the 399.
Yup.
We got all our puts. We got out of them calls, and we gonna take it
Yup.
on y'all."
Yup. We gonna take it. We gonna take it. That's all. Oh, somebody trying to pull up. Hold on. Let me see who this is. What's happening? What's happening? Ferrio.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. What's happening?
Oh man, nothing. I didn't really have much to share, man. I just wanted to tell you I appreciate it, man. I think after tapping in with you, looking at some of your videos, I'm actually getting the hang of the price action and how things move. And
Oh
I've
man,
been
I
struggling
appreciate
with
it.
that, looking at the charts, and I think like watching your videos, I'm actually it's actually starting to make sense to me.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Like I said, man, I learned that all this price action stuff. I learned it straight from watching ICT videos on YouTube. That's it. That's it. Oh, Q just texted me and said he can do June the 12th. Y'all heard it live here first. June the 12th, Q pulling up.
Ooh.
Tim's Tidbit take over. Pete up doing June the 5th, and Q doing June the 12th. I got to see if I can get AJ to do June 29th. Oh, did he dip?
Yeah, he back. Yeah, I ain't want much either, bro. I just wanted to hop on. I seen you heard had the thing on.
Oh yeah, man. I appreciate you for pulling up. I appreciate you for because you know what I'm saying. I like to see stuff from everybody point of view, and I like you know what I'm saying. I like bouncing ideas off each other, even though we seeing similar things and wanting the same end result. That slight difference make you think about it in a different way. You see what I'm saying? That's slight, just like how Mark used to always say, know the bull and the bear case. Don't just get so focused on what you doing and rule out everybody else. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like you know what I'm saying? You was like, I wanted us to close there. And I was like, and I'm like, yeah, that would have been good. And then when I put it on the line chart, you know what I'm saying? I see that we technically made a new high. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
it's like
Yep.
technically we in a good spot, technically, but news trumps charts.
Right. Right. But it's like that one headline, all that's out the window.
Man,
Start over.
man.
Game over.
What I say?
But
I'm bearing to further
yeah, man,
notice.
I feel it.
Gerald, get out the chat.
But I ain't gonna hold you, brother.
Yeah,
Good show,
man.
man. I'm gonna check in with you in the morning with
All
you,
right.
that old man bladder.
Yeah. Oh, you know the old man bladder gonna
Hey,
get
look,
me,
I was
cuz.
gonna go to your stores because you be on it. You be like, all right, this the overnight action. I'm like, I bet, good, man. But appreciate everything you do, my guy.
All right, man. I appreciate you, bro. Hey,
No
thanks
doubt.
again for
I'm gonna
pulling
holler.
up, cause you dethroned Mark for the #1 video in the last 28 days.
Oh,
He
what? We got the number
yeah
one? Hey,
yeah
look, I want to say something though. Check it, bro. So the way we talked about that plan,
mm-hmm,
I still been tracking the March 31st, the 410 and that 394.
mm-hmm.
And bro, so after that video played out, or when we did that episode, that 410, I think the 2 days after we aired that Sunday episode, we had a little bit of bullishness. So we went
Mm-hmm.
up. I think those calls end up doing like 50-60%. Those remember when I said
The
if
puts.
no, don't do right, go to them 394. Bro, them 394.
I know they went
Everybody,
crazy.
those May 34, those May 31st 394s, they went from like $2 all the way. I want to say they at least went like 10 or 12, man.
Hey, I was gonna say it had to be in the teens.
Remember, we talked about, I was like, yo, if we gonna come back with a 392 gap, if we don't get to those certain levels,
Man, we went down to like 385.
we went beyond what I said. So that's why I was like, yo, those 394s, you were sitting pretty. Those
Man,
394 push, you were sitting pretty, man.
man.
That's why
Hey, you called it. You called it.
we shared it for the people, so they had to
Hey,
set up. They had to
hey.
set up, man.
Man,
But,
you called it. I just missed it. You called it, but I missed it. And you already. I tell people all the time, I suck at playing puts, man. It's like I be seeing it. I don't know if it's cause I don't know if I be hesitating. I don't know if I feel like I'm going against myself. I don't know what. I just suck at it, man.
I'm gonna tell you, man. The thing with puts is this: when your downside level gets hit, you gotta get out because those wicks they will eat you up. They
Yeah,
eat you up. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I think, like we like with them puts, you be like, all right, it'll get there, get to your level, and it's like, all right, let me just get out of it, keep falling. But now I feel you, man. With it definitely takes time getting them puts, but that's why I like to just play it quick. You know what I'm saying? If you get
yeah.
those 1 day falls, play it 1 day and get the heck out, man. I think I forgot who said it best, but somebody was like, yo, if you playing puts, I would say at least where we've been in this bottoming environment, you pretty much had to scout or day trade puts. Now, had you caught it March 31st when
Yeah.
we had that last rally,
Yeah.
you could have just sat in them and just killed. But I think we in a bit of that bottoming out process. So IV is elevated, the VIX is
Mm-hmm.
elevated. So these puts expensive, man. So you got to keep it tight. But yeah, I'm with you, bro. I'm bullish. I think we about to,
Yeah.
God willing, GDP.
Yeah. GDP.
God willing,
GDP.
GDP.
And you know what? Even if GDP come out and like tank us a little bit, I think the market is ready. You
You
know what
know
I'm saying?
what?
I think it's ready.
I'm with you because the one thing that I had also jumped on to say is that the market after hours holding up a lot better with Nvidia going down than I would have thought. I would have thought Nvidia going down what it did would have probably hurt the market. You know what I'm saying? Took us down. But when I look, we did go down a little bit to about 395, 394, and then it bounced back up. So now after hours, we're at 396. So,
Yeah.
let's see how those after hours go tonight for the futures market. But we got some pretty good folks tomorrow on the earnings list. Watch out for Dollar General and Dollar Tree.
Dollar General, Dollar Tree
If they
reporting
do
tomorrow.
good, we might be able to be all right because that'll say, okay, customers, maybe we left Target
Yeah.
to start going to Dollar General
Yeah.
and Dollar
Yeah.
Tree.
Cause retail been in trouble.
Bro,
Retail been in trouble.
they be smacked.
Yeah. Yeah. Who,
So
Larry,
nothing.
get it. Larry, get bounce, Larry. Larry, you, Gerald, y'all get gone,
Bro,
man.
I'm like, bro, y'all ain't had enough. We done had 8 straight down weeks. Y'all ain't
8
had enough.
weeks.
Y'all ain't
8
had
weeks,
enough.
man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Look, my niece texted me today, was like, Uncle Timmy, XLK doing terrible. I said, cause I told her she cashed out some of her contracts at 100%. And I was like, hold one runner. I was like, she got some 2020, she got 170 2023s, and she cashed out at 100%. I said, hold one runner, and I was like, cash it out, like at the end of April, but I let you know when to cash it out. Man, January we started falling, and we ain't stopped yet.
Golly, bro. Yeah. Look, that first day of January, they sold everything because after that day, they did nothing but down.
Man. Now, mind you, now she cashed out at 100% back
Okay,
in like
good, yeah.
October, November. It was like October, November. She cashed out at 100% and kept a runner. And
Yeah.
then January we started falling, and then I was like, man, but it's a runner, so it's like,
It's all good,
you know
right?
what I'm saying? It's all good. She got it to January for it to pop back.
Yeah, it was a free play anyway.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I appreciate you for pulling up.
No doubt, man.
Everybody, y'all already know the lick read about all my stuff with the Tim's Tidbit. I mean the discipline over dollars. June 4th, July 2nd, and August 13th at the Columbus, Georgia Public Library, 3000 Macon Road. If you're in Columbus or the area, pull up on your boy. This Sunday, TiVo gonna do his Tim's Tidbit takeover. The 5th of June, P Dub. I'm going the 12th. Q just confirmed. I'm going out
You
of
got a nice
town.
little lineup there, boy. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm going out of town Juneteenth / Father's Day. We going on vacation, and then the 26th, I'm trying to get AJ. AJ be on jets, man.
Bro,
She be on jets. And
Jet
so shout out my family. Hey, newtli.com. Get your Spider Gang merch. Like I say, I won't never charge for this information. If you want to support me, go buy a shirt. If you want to support me, you can click the super chat. If you want to support me, just show me some love and hit the like button, share it with a cousin, because I'm not going to charge for this information. I'm treating it like the gospel. I told God if he give me a way to take care of my family without having to trade my time for money, I won't never charge nobody for it, and I ain't gonna never do it. Shout out the cousin Zay. He here. He the leader of the runners. I don't know if he's still opening up the group, but go to his IG, Stock Zay on IG, and the link in his bio. Support my daughter, Alexandria Cartwright. Pull up. I got to show you the screen because y'all be acting like y'all don't know what I'm talking
How
about.
to holler at you though, bro? I just wanted to stop in.
All right, Zay. Appreciate you, Zay. Yeah. Let me see. Support my daughter, Alexandria Cartwright. Shopwealthwalks.com. Shopwealthwalks.com. Pull up, get your shirts. This is a legit small business. Pull up, get your shirts. Shout out to cousin Draco. ProlificProsperity.com. ProlificProsperity.com. Pull up on the cousin Draco. ProlificProsperity.com. Support good people, man. Support good people. Anybody that I'm forgetting, charge to my head, not my heart. We've been on here for an hour and 10 minutes. I'll see y'all tomorrow at 6:30 to do the price action recap one more time. I'm gone.